Hello, everyone. How are you guys and girls doing today? Happy holiday to you all. So finally, I gathered some times to make a video to post up for you all to see, like posting on my YouTube channel or my Facebook. Um, and I'm posting it to um, a couple of my social media, not just speaking in English, but also speaking my foreign language, which is Vietnamese. And this video here, of course, I'm gonna speak all Vietnamese to some of my followers, some of the people that follow me on YouTube and on Facebook also, and just so some of my friends will see it on social media. And guys, I've been so busy lately from school to works and all kinds of things going on in my life. Um, and now I'm now here wanted to share with you guys about some of the changes within my life. Um, as you guys already know, what I do on the side before is that sometimes I take my items, my products, things like that, um, out to the flea market, take it out to the flea market to make some sales, uh, to help with my living. So I'm basically, sometimes I deposit a table at the flea market and take my things out there to sell, like all my items, and that's what I that's what I do on some of my spare time. And I have not come out to the flea market lately. Um, Although I do uh, have table from my friends out there that willing to let me borrow and share with me sometimes some weekend, and I have deposit a table for my own um, for a few months now, but I still have not do any sale out there yet. And all this time until now, I'm trying to search and gather all the item that I want to bring out to the table to sell. So, like I say, I deposit a table at the flea market already to do some sale, and I just have not have the time to, go out there and sell for my own things because I've been busy working, um, you know, busy all kind of things in my life, and I need to take some time to do that. Um, and So this week I'm thinking of making some changing, and I have decided to start making sales back. Um, I took my time to do some research, search around for items, and talk with some new people that I made friends with, and some of the people that I know from the past that willing to help me out and working with me about selling items and having some good offers from them this week. So basically, this last week or two, I have uh, I've known someone from all over the place, either like the flea market or like from storage, sale, or whatever. So I've known some people that does it, and some of my friend does it. Some people I know they do that on the side or regular work. That's what they do, and I get they get pallets and they do big show. They get pallets and they get a good price when they buy a pallets of item like electronic items or whatsoever. And I'm trying to do that big too, but everyone start from low, and I do it from the beginning. I start from low, and what they do is some of my friends they sell like boxes, big boxes, not pallets. Pallets will be too much, but boxes. So let's say pallets. Well, I will go over with you guys in a little bit, but I'm here today. I just want to make this video um, to show you guys what I'm gonna do next with my sales, like sell at the flea market or whatever online. If I can do sell online too, like a lot of people does that too these days. And let me show you how I start from small low, from the very bottom of the map. Okay, not telling. Um, well, I'm gonna show you guys and tell you guys how I start from the bottom of the map about selling, items uh, at the flea market or online or so. And this is how it really works. Um, I bought the box this time, but at one point I did bought full boxes from someone I know. And well, first thing I want to say is that I want to make this video short, and this video might take kind of long too, because I might have to do some cutting to show you guys the item or whatever I got out there. And as soon as I finish talking, I'll take you guys out to see all my items and the things that I got, um, that I had an offer with, and I got it for a very very low price. And I don't want to tell you guys too low, because you guys might not believe it, or some of you guys might say, this is just trash or stuff. But you know, I'll tell you guys more why it's not trash or whatever. Um, Items like that will be old to or used. It'd be like a year old or two, maybe more. Maybe 3 years old at the max. That's how old it'll get. But people still use it now these days. And let me tell you guys some of the things before I even talk with you guys into about the selling and things like that, and what I do for a living on the side. And it's uh it's kind of bugged me for, like, sometime I seen like people, it could be friends or someone I know or whoever, and like lazy people, whatever. And let me see, what can I start with telling you guys this. Okay, uh, and I'm sharing this to all of the lazy people, and to motivate haters, and negative people, to become positive people, to try and do something for their community with my own. You gotta do with your own money, and and with your bare two hands, to become someone better in the future. So if you slack all being lazy, not doing nothing, or I mean, it's okay if you're receiving, like, federal income or whatever. You can, at least you try to do something. And um and it just I just feel like, if I seen someone, like, you know with without any positive attitude, or they become lazy, and they're just not motivated. And I'm gonna make this video to for them too, for the people who's being lazy, and not motivated in their life. um I don't want to say haters or negative people, but yes, especially negative people, because whatever you do and say, they'll say something negative back, um, just just to trying to mess you up in the head or whatever. I don't know, and I don't really care, because all through the end of the day, that we are trying to do something, to change our life or something better. At least if you don't, then I don't know, you're in another world of your own, because if you think about in the future, you're doing nothing, and then you become no one. No one really cares about you, no one really knows you, because you're not doing anything to help the community. Okay, that's just bottom line. That's just you know just common sense, and it'll make sense after I go with you guys throughout this whole video. And hopefully it'll help some of you, haters out there, or low self-esteem, or um, negative people, to rise up, because I start from the very very bottom, low, like, you named it all. I've done it all before, like, from getting um, things that people throw in the trash, trying to resell it, things like that. I've done it all about that. Okay, I've done it from low items, let's talk about sell. I sell item from very low. I get like 50 cents or a dollar. Yes, I do that. And I know a lot of people, some of the people out there who does it too, if they're starting from the very, very bottom, okay? And that's how we work our way up, okay? No one will willing to give you something if you not deserve or you're not willing to try to start making the changes, okay? So you know, I've been around my state and been around the block, and I've heard and I've learned older people. I've learned from books I've read, and I just gather all the information either online, and that's how I get my experience and to become a better me, a better myself, better me, because I'm caring about my future. Okay, so if you're like a negative person, or you just don't care about your life, or you just you got all the things you have in life, you're not going to worry about anything. um, but you got to think at the end, can you stay like that, or like later on in life, in a few years in the future, you'll become a homeless, or you become bankruptcy, or you're gonna be broke. Okay, so who's gonna take care of you? No one will. If you don't take care of yourself right now, so no one will take care of you forever. Even though your parents, your family, your wife, your kids, they're not gonna take care of you forever. They might probably just gonna help you for now, but not later on in life. Okay, so you're gonna have to do something like some of the people out there that does, and also me too, trying to find to do something so we can maintain a living later on. So that's just the you know some of the things that I want to share with you guys, and tell you know for the one that been slack off and been lazy all the time. And this is some of the things that you can do to rise up, okay, to help yourself later on. Although it's going to be very low, and for like um, drug dealer people, whoever out there, you probably see me or hear me say this, and you probably like not liking it or disagree or whatever, but hey, that's your life, you do what you do. But I'm just telling people, because there's too many people out there that does uh, bad things or crazy thing or whatever, and their income is not from their own hand. Well, it is from. Let's talk about just about the whole drug dealer thing, or whoever on dealing drug or whatever. I'm not going into detail into that subject, but think about it. If you do drug, okay, if you're dealing with drug, and I'm not afraid to say this, okay, I can't change your mind, I can't change everyone, but um, life will change them throughout throughout the year, and you'll see how your life changed. But I'm telling you guys here, for those of you who into drugs and stuff, you might not, you might think, I've already got federal or whatever, and I'm not caring about if I do drug or whatever. But if you think about it, if you stop now, you won't have to deal with it later, and bad thing will not come to you later on in life. That's just simple as that, common sense, right? So for the drug dealer, okay, let's say, you know for drug dealer people, they say that they do it with their bare hand too. They gotta get this and get that, with their bare hand too. I'm working too, but yeah, you're working, but first of all, that's not legal. Second of all, that's something that's killing people. Why would you do it when it's killing your own people? You're living with the same country, you're killing your same country, the same people that live in your country. That's just bad for the society. So that's why I don't do it. And you know, for the people who does it, try to get out of it. As soon as you can. So I'm done talking about that subject. Let's get back to talking about the whole selling thing here, that I do either online or flea market or garage sale, okay? Or whatever you guys trying to do out there to make your sale, okay? You can have your own shop or whatever out there at the mall or anywhere, okay? Um, and I'm not going over to with franchise yet because that's something a little bit that's too big for some of the low class people that's trying to work their way up. Um, but okay, what else I'm gonna talk to you about before I show you guys what's going on here? Um, I know my video is gonna be long, but I'm gonna try to make it short. Okay, gonna try to make it short for you guys, all you guys here. Um, so these are the things that I do from the very bottom to help with my living, and I want to share with a lot of you guys out there that are in the same shoe as I am and care about their life and the people that are around them. Because when you sell things, you sell for people around you. You know, you help in the community. So that's a helpful things to do too. Um, you can do anything, not just selling. Okay, you can be a teacher, helping student. Just something that helps the community. And I've been trying to do that a lot with some of the things that I do throughout my past years. Like either I go to work at a company. I'm making product. I'm producing product. So that's helping the society. That's helping the environment where I live, within the country, within the state, within where. So that's how I maintain my life, and same with like everyone else. And I don't want to go deep into it because most of you guys already know how it works, the cycle thing around the world. So I'm not trying to teach you guys how to deal with your life, but just talking more about my life. And it's not anything uh, important, so important because this is my blog. I mean, this is my social life and trying to share with my YouTube and my channel and all. Just a little bit sometime because I have not been posting any video lately on my Facebook and my YouTube channel. So just trying to do something for my channel lately. Okay, so um, I've done something. Uh, I don't want to say odd, but something new this last week. I've done it before too. Like, uh, not trying to buy me like pallets, because that's gonna be like a little bit too much for just only me to handle it. Because people who does pallets, selling pallets item, buying pallets so they can sell it back, they're doing a lot. So they need a helper too. I begin with doing something low, like I have bought a big 2 by 4 boxes, a big box, low full of items, especially electronics. Okay, electronic accessory. I've done that before, and I got this big. I've got lucky, or the guy that I know that he's pretty cool, and he's buying pallets of those electrical item, electronics item. And he told me at one time because I saw someone got a box from him too, um, for $5 or so, and just I've got a low full of the 2 by 4 boxes from him for $4. I've got that from him for $4 before, and it's gonna look similar like the box, the one that I'm showing you right now, but it's just the box that I'm gonna show to you in a minute. Um, it's gonna have it's gonna have more expensive devices, and the cost gonna cost more on the items, not like the cheap items. This time I got a box just like before too, but this time I didn't get it like real full, but all the items are really worth it, and I think it's worth it for me to resell it again and make some of the profits. Hey, it's a big box. I will let you guys see it. Okay, it's a big box. It's probably like 200 items or 100 items in there, somewhere around there. And I only bought it for very very low price. And I'm not telling you how much I got this time, but you got kind of, kind of, I'm gonna let you guys think about it. Kind of figure out how much it is, so you guys can be motivated to do some of these type of works if you are interested in it. Um, this type of work is not for everyone, okay? So you have to be like, like a salesperson, love to talk with people, making sales, then that's something for you. Um, okay, what else I want to talk about before I so this time I got a box of a food box. Well, not food, but it's high tech accessory, and I buy it from this 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 guy that I know. He bought pallets, and this is how I start small from the very bottom, working my way up to the top. And I'm sharing this to all the lazy people you guys already know, just to motivate them. And I gave some of the item to like some to my people, and you know they've got a lot of like soon as I open out the box and they dig in, and I gave some to my people, and all of these accessory items are about a year or 2 or 3 years at the most, and people are still in need of them and willing to buy them. Um, I just gotta take them out to go to the flea market and set up a table and just you know uh, throw them all on the table. And so it depends on what items I buy each time and from who, from big sellers or small sellers. And if I buy cheap items, then my whole box will be very very cheap. And look down to about $5. A whole full fill up boxes size about that big, and I'm gonna show you guys, okay, in a minute. Um, so he sold me a box like that. It's either be $5 to $10 to whatever. It depends on what kind of accessory or things that I'm buying. If it's expensive things, then and it depends on if it's small items or big. Some item could be small but they're very costly. Some item could be big but they're very cheap. And it depends on what item I'm getting. So can't tell you with a full box it'll be how much, or so it's hard to say like this full box will be $5 or $10, or it could be $20. But most of the time I'm trying to make myself cheap, so I bought some low price items like some cell phone charger, things like that. Okay, things of that nature. And I will cut from here, and I will uh, show you guys uh, the box in a minute. Okay, bear with me here.